What's up, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel with your host that does the most, spiritual intellectual 777 here once again, coming at you guys from the House of Greatness. And in today's video, what we're going to talk about is traits of a real friend. So before we begin the video, human beings are hardwired to build relationships with people. Because we are a tribal species. Think about way back when, during the BC times, where our ancestors had to rely on other people to get stuff done and just to basically survive in general, right? So those tendencies are still hardwired into us to build relationships with people. And having true friends can help us extend our life expectancy and to lower our chances of getting sick. So notice I said true friends here. I'm not just saying just hanging around anybody, because when you hang around fake friends or toxic people, it can actually lower your life expectancy and make you even sicker. So really pay attention to the type of vibes and energy that you get around and how you feel when you're around that person and or group of people. Be mindful of that. And the last thing I want to say before I get into the traits is that friendships are mutual, meaning that it requires both you and a friend to make the friendship work. In other words, both of you guys have to give the same amount of energy to the friendship. It can't be you giving the highest amount of energy and your friend just slacking off, or vice versa, because otherwise the friendship is going to fall apart and it's not going to last. So let's get into the video. So the very first trait of a true friend is that they are honest, right? Because true friends will always tell you exactly how they feel and what's on their mind. They're not going to hold back the truth at all. And this is a great thing, because that means that they're being dead ass honest with you about how they truly feel about what you're doing, or how they feel about the friendship, right? And another thing is that if they can't be honest with you, then that means that they're a fake friend, because fake friends, let's just be honest, they're not very honest people at all. In fact, they are very, very, very Machiavellian. And unfortunately, most people in the world are like this, and is really, really sad. Don't let that stop you from seeing the good in people, so to speak. Now, I'm not saying go ahead and be naive. You still want to be careful, but at the same time, you don't want to close yourself off to the point where, you don't build relationships with the right type of people and let them in. And many of us have learned this lesson the hard way, to where, we've had a couple of bad experiences with friends. And so we tend to close off our heart, which, yes, it protects you in a lot of ways from getting hurt, but at the same time, it prevents love and joy from coming in. So I just wanted to throw that out there before I proceed with the point. And another important thing to realize about, honest friends is that they'll call you out on your bullshit. Bar none. They're not going to hold back their tongue for anything. Even if it hurts your feelings in the moment, in the long term, it's actually going to help you become a better person. And having this type of friend in your life that's very brutally honest with you is going to work wonders in your life and help you get crystal clear clarity on what it is that you need to work on. For example, if a friend has noticed that you stop meditating, or you stop doing what you needed to do in your self-discipline to go after your goals, they're gonna be like, hey man, I noticed that you've been slipping up this week and you're not in your A game. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? And they do this because they genuinely care about you and they want you to achieve your goals that you set out for yourself. Because if a friend is not doing that for you, then you don't need them in your corner at all. Because, fake friends will just more or less just tell you everything that you want to hear. And then next thing you know, you done fell all the way off on your discipline, and you start releasing content, or you start making moves that are not the wisest moves in the world. And it's got people scratching their heads like, okay, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? This person is acting unlike themselves. And part of it is because, you have the wrong people in your corner. You don't have enough people that are gonna call you out on your bullshit and telling you when you're slipping up. And it's important to have those people in your life, because then you're going to succeed much quicker and you're going to be motivated to keep going on your journey. You and your friends will need to express your boundaries from the get-go so that there's no confusion or conflict later on. You know, you don't want to have these zero-sum games going on to where, you know, you're trying to one-up your friend and your friend is trying to one-up you to get what they want, and next thing you know, the friendship is just a big old jumble mess, and both parties are sitting there confused and bitter and angry at each other. Why? Because you guys were not honest with your boundaries from the get-go. And this is a very, very important key thing to do when you're trying to befriend someone, is to tell them your boundaries. And if it happens to make them feel off-put by you setting boundaries, then you know that you don't need to be messing with that person, that you just need to cut them loose out of your life ASAP and to move on, and, you know, just work on yourself so that you can attract high quality friends that actually do respect your boundaries. So moving on to the next point. All right, so the second trait of a true friend is that they accept you for who you are exactly. In other words, they don't judge you for your interest or your decisions that you choose to make in life or your lifestyle. Even if they don't agree with it, you know, they'll still go ahead and accept you as you are. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, you can be going out here doing criminal activity like selling drugs and such. Then yeah, you know, I wouldn't blame that other person. But, you know, for the most part, you know, your friend should be accepting you exactly for who you are without trying to bully and change you. And if you notice these patterns in a so-called friend, that they're trying to bully you and manipulating you into changing your lifestyle simply because they don't agree with it, then you just need to go ahead and walk away from that toxic friendship, because the only thing it's going to do is just lower your self-esteem and lower your motivation in life. You know, they'll even accept you with your vices and addictions. Now, it's not to say that they're just going to be, you know, free reigning and saying like, okay, you know, you can just do all the drugs you want or do all the alcohol or whatever vices or addictions that you have. They're actually going to be proactive in giving you help to go ahead and to heal yourself from those addictions. Now, they're not going to foist help upon you. They're just going to give you a gentle suggestion and give you resources to help you get through whatever demons that you're fighting at the current moment, because all addiction is trying to escape from whatever pain that you're feeling. And a true friend is going to be there for you to listen to you vent and to listen to you express your pain. Now, they're not just gonna, this is not the same thing as listening to you complain, because like I said, a true friend is gonna call you out on your bullshit and hold you accountable in raising your standards and holding you accountable towards going after your dreams and goals. But it is okay, however, to vent to your friend, because a true friend is gonna listen to you, and they're not going to try to push any solutions on you. They're just going to more or less gently guide you through healing whatever you're going through. And last but not least, they push you to accept yourself 100% unconditionally. One thing that most human beings have a bad habit of doing is criticizing themselves constantly, all day, every day, saying, oh, why am I so stupid? Why didn't I get the lesson the first time? I'm so silly, I'm so this, I'm so that. And we just tear ourselves down more than anybody, and we wonder why we keep attracting dysfunctional relationships, so to speak. But a true friend is going to be your constant hype man or hype woman into, you know, helping you feel better about yourself, but you got to do the rest, right? You can't just rely on your friend to boost your self-esteem. On to the next point. Right, so the third defining trait of a true friend is that they are loyal. Now, this is bar none an extremely important trait a true friend has besides honesty, right? Because what's the use of somebody, you know, being your friend if they're not loyal? As a matter of fact, they weren't even your friends to begin with, because they were only with you because of the perks that they got from being around you and because of the resources and successes that you had. And as soon as you start falling off, or you may have not have as much resources, so to speak, then those fake friends are going to leave your corner as soon as the going gets tough. But a true friend will stick closer to you than a brother and be there for you, you know, all throughout, through everything, through the grind, through the shine, through the wins, through the losses, through everything. A true friend is going to be there for you no matter what. It's real sad that, a lot of people are only friends with you just because of the perks they get from being around you, instead of, being friends with you for just for the sake of being friends with you and accepting you unconditionally for who you are. And so you need to really set the standard for you when you are trying to attract the right friends in your reality. Be crystal clear that you want a friend who's loyal to you no matter what, so that you can go ahead and cultivate a healthier relationship, and it'll be easier to get through the tough times because you actually have people or a friend there that gives a damn about your well-being, because that's what a loyal friend does. Moving on to the next point. So the fourth defining trait of a true friend is that they support your dreams. Guys, I'm telling you, you really need to pay attention to whether a friend is a true friend or not if you tell them that your dreams. And if they're always shooting down your dreams, comparing you to other people, and always making an excuse as to why they can't support you, then they're not really a true friend at all, because a true friend will be your biggest hype man or hype woman. They're gonna support your business by buying what you have to sell, by sharing your business on and offline to their peers, liking your business page if you have one on Facebook or Instagram, or if they are a real friend that are dedicated to your success, they're gonna do all of the above. Every time you drop a mixtape or album, they got your back and they're supporting you and they're your hype man. If you're selling merch on your online merch store, they're gonna hype it up. They're gonna buy every single piece of merch. They're gonna be sharing it to all their friends and family on their social media pages, right? And speaking of merch, I got some merch for you guys to go ahead and buy. And go ahead and click the link in the description below so that you can copy your merch from the 8 Mil Productions store. If you are a true fan, you will go ahead and get you some merch. Just saying. But anyways, a true friend is gonna be there for you no matter what, and they're gonna start supporting your business like crazy. And if you don't have friends like that in your corner, you need to drop them like a bad habit and just move on with your life and find you some friends who actually do support your dreams. Now, you got to make sure, most importantly, that you support your own dreams, because if you're not supporting your own dreams, then how in the hell are you going to attract friends that are going to support you? Or why should anybody even bother supporting your dreams when you don't even believe in your own dreams yourself? I know that's hard to hear, but it's the truth. And the truth hurts sometimes. Just overall, they're just going to go out of their way. They're going to go above and beyond for you. Now, you got to do the same with them too. If they are if you expect them to support your dreams, you got to support theirs as well. You need to be buying their merch. You need to be sharing the links to their YouTube channel or whatever on your social media sites or with your friends and family. You need to be their hype man or hype woman themselves, because remember, relationships are a two-way street and it takes two to tango. Moving on to the next point, guys. So the last defining point of a real friend is that they make you a priority in their lives, no matter what. And we all get busy as we get older in our lives, with work, running our businesses, trying to build a brand, raising a family, and doing what we need to do to take care of our daily obligations in our lives. But if they're a true friend, they'll still make you a priority in their life. And if they're going out of their way to make you a priority in their life, then you need to make them a priority in your life as well. Because like I said on the last point, a friendship is a two-way street. And also remember this: whatever you don't give enough energy to, it'll wither away and die. But conversely, if you give a whole lot of energy to something, it's going to be alive, it's going to grow, and it's going to flourish. So it's like a friendship is like watering a plant or taking care of a plant, right? It's not enough to just plant the seed and just sit there and wait and say, okay, I'll wait for it to grow. Because if you do that, then it's not going to grow in anything. You have to plant the seed and you have to cultivate the seed by giving it enough water and sunlight and tender love and care. And that's the same thing you have to do with your friendships. You have to give it the proper amount of energy into the friendship if you want it to thrive. And both of you guys or girls, or if it's a mixture of both, have to go ahead and give an equal amount of energy to the friendship for it to thrive and to last and to be healthy. And also remember this, guys, people make time for whatever is important to them, just like you make time for whatever is important to you. So if you guys, are constantly making excuses as to why you guys can't hang out or you guys can't maintain a friendship, then it's just safe to say that the friendship is not going to last and that you guys really don't want the friendship to last. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap up this video by saying thank you guys for watching. And if you are brand spanking new to the channel, I first and foremost want to welcome you with open arms, and I hope that you've enjoyed this video thus far. And if you did, make sure to go ahead and click subscribe and also hit that bell right next to it and turn it from personalized to all so you get notified every single Friday that I upload videos to this channel. Again, just to make it clear, I upload videos at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'm gonna repeat that. I upload videos every single Friday at 11 a.m., not p.m., Central Standard Time. And another thing is, go ahead and click that like button and also timestamp what your favorite part of the video was. And also, if you guys are supporters of the 8 Mil Productions brand, go ahead and click the link in the description below so you can go to me and my wife's store to cop you some merch, get you some hoodies, some hats, whatever it is that you want to get from that store, it's in there. And if you guys want to know my favorite books that have influenced my mindset and helped me make this video, the links to those books will be in the description below. It's spirituality and personal development related, since this is a spirituality and personal development type channel. And these are the books that helped change my life. I believe that it'll help change your life as well. So go ahead and click those links in the description below so that you can go ahead and cop those books and read it and apply the information, and it'll change your life for the better. And last but not least, go ahead and share this video with all your friends and family and on all your social media outlets so that we can go ahead and spread the word and give some people some encouragement. And with that being said, peace in and out with the highest vibes, and I'll catch you guys next Friday.